Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our 5th annual Night of Jazz here at Northeastern School District. I think this was supposed to have been the 6th annual one, but I think we had a year in there where not much was happening. So a little history about this event. We started this, Mr. Mackley and I, who, by the way, is in the audience. Mr. Mackley came to see us. We love when he shows up at our shows. So it's really awesome. But we started this about 6 years ago, I think, and we had this event in the cafeteria a few times and went really well. And then we moved it to the creamery, and I think if I'm correct, it rained that year and we had to move it a week. And then last year we had it and it rained. And we moved it here and we said, this is great, let's just do it here. And as you can tell, it's raining again. So mark it down the last Friday in April, high chance of rain. So anyway, we're glad that you're here tonight. Mrs. Kristen Gould is going to lead the middle school jazz band through a few awesome numbers. And we did put a donation hat out back. If you are so inclined, we will use that, the funds to fund our programs and help improve our equipment and other needs of the kids. So with no further ado, Mrs. Gould, take it away.
All right, thank you. All right, let's go. 1, 2. say the same. Am I on? I don't really need it. Those of you who know me. Is it on yet? Okay. Those of you who know me know I don't need the mic, but we'll use it just in case. Thank you for coming out tonight. Such a fun night of jazz, minus the rain. I'm glad we're inside. So we had some awesome soloists during The Chicken. I have to say, at our last concert, I said about we played The Chicken, and I said Liam Beck. I wasn't calling Liam a chicken. He just has a huge part in that piece. So Liam Beck, stand up, please. Great solo. Woohoo! Carson, the man, the myth, the legend. Great solo. And Alexis, stand on up, girlie. Thank you. All right, gang. So we're done The Chicken. Now we have to slow things down a little bit, and we're going to play a piece that I know you probably all know, and it's called Yesterday. Believe that my old brain in there forgot to mention one of our soloists in the last tune. You know how we multitask while we're doing other things. And about 3/4 of the way through yesterday, I thought, uh-oh, I think I didn't mention our other alto saxophone soloist, Dylan. Stand up, please, Dylan. You did amazing. I just lost it for a second. Thank you. All right, gang, we are going to end our portion of the concert with Mission Impossible, which is one of our favorites. I have to thank every single person who is up here with me. They have worked so hard. I think I said at the last concert, we have like 1 hour a week that we rehearse. They do a lot of work on their own, which is wonderful. Thank you to Mr. Randy Kemp, who works with our drummers over there, and he also helps with my 5/6 drummers. Thank you. I need to also, my brain forgot at the last concert, to thank Mr. Howe for helping with our low brass up here. I appreciate that, Mr. Howe, very much. Thank you. Hats off. So we are going to conclude our portion with Mission Impossible. Switch around a little bit and get ready to enjoy the high school group. So we're looking forward to that. Thank you everyone for being here. Thanks so much. All right, my back row can filter out into 225, please. Thank you. Good job, gang. This is our jazz band mascot, Sally the Slug. I have no other explanation except that. And it's so fun because, look, you can, like, I'm easily amused. I'm easily amused, everyone. All right, gang. Thank you, guys.
All right, I'm gonna move this over a little closer here for me. That first piece was entitled Jericho. We featured Hayden Dallum on the drums, Evan Merrill on the alto sax, and Kyle Force on the alto sax. Jericho was arranged by Chris Sharp, and it's an adaptation of an African-American spiritual called Joshua Fit the Battle of Jericho. You may have recognized it. It has been transported to the 40s big band era using the rhythmic feel and the famous ostinato from Benny Goodman's Sing, 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 which you may have also noticed there at the beginning. Our next tune up is a laid-back, light, easy Latin groove from composer Carl Straumann, he's written a lot of stuff. And this one features Cameron Sands on the trumpet, Kyle Force on the alto sax, Nora Reiner on the flute. And I think, Jonathan, is this the one where you have some funky stuff? We're going to throw Jonathan in there, too, for a little bit of spice. So this is called Poco Loco. Thank you. Our next piece is a gospel rock chart from composer Andy Clark, who is a former featured trombonist and drummer with the U.S. Air Force Continental Air Command Band. I think that branch of the Air Force has been changed into something else. I think that is a retired branch of the service. Some of you may know that, but that was what he did originally, and then he went on to be a prolific teacher and a composer, and he's written a lot of things. In fact, we have a warm-up piece in our folder we play every week, written by Andy Clark, so he's pretty good composer here. We're going to feature actually Kyle Force on the bari sax. Kyle was our 2022 Louis Armstrong Jazz Award winner, and he won that as a bari sax player, and he's playing alto this year, but he's hopping over to bari as sort of a, going back in time, what he won the Louis for, so we're happy to have him do that. So this one's called Very, Very Good. So, yeah, he did a great job. So, sorry I didn't say. All right. Okay, our next chart this evening is a tune called I Remember Clifford. It's a tribute piece written in remembrance of an icon and innovator in bebop jazz named Clifford Brown. He was only 25 when he was actually killed in a car crash in Bedford, Pennsylvania. Yeah, that was in June in 1956. Jazz legend Benny Golson wrote this piece the following year in dedication to Clifford Brown. Arranger Eric Morales strove to preserve the sentiment of the original melody without too much variation. We're featuring Cameron Sands on the trumpet. This is I Remember Clifford. Thank you very much. Our next tune is entitled Last Night at the Bengal. Opening with a sultry trumpet solo, this piece settles into a Spanish-flavored groove, which is inspired by a couple of other jazz greats, Buddy Rich and Stan Kenton, and their libraries. This one's going to feature Jonathan D. Arment on the trumpet, Kyle Force on the alto sax, Tegan Bissinger on the tenor. We're going to hop back to Kyle on the bari, and then go to Nora on the tenor. So we have a lot of solos in this piece. So this is Last Night at the Bengal. All right, this next chart is a funk chart, and it roars right from the beginning with an attention-grabbing introduction followed by a blues-based melodies with a little bit of a hip and funky feel. I think this one's a little bit different than the last couple. This one's going to feature Jack Weibel on the drums, Kyle Force again on the alto sax, Evan Merrill on the alto sax, and Jacob Zambito on the piano. This is entitled Barbecue Sauce. Thank you. At this time, we have a special presentation to make, and I'd like to make this presentation to an individual in the band who is deserving of some accolades for all the dedication, the time, the effort, and the talent put forth in Jazz Ensemble this year and in years past. Before I do make this presentation, I'd like to ask Kyle Force to join me up here to assist me. Kyle was here because he was the recipient of the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award last year and has more than lived up to all the reasons why he was a deserving recipient. If you don't mind, would you join me in showing Kyle some gratitude for all he has done for the Jazz Ensemble? The Louis Armstrong Jazz Award is presented in recognition of outstanding achievements in the field of jazz as demonstrated through superior musicianship, character, and individual creativity. The award was inaugurated in 1974, 4 years after the passing of Louis Armstrong, in celebration and remembrance of one of the most beloved jazz artists and one of the most beloved and respected talents that America has ever had. This year, I have the distinct pleasure of presenting this award to an individual who's demonstrated time and again all the qualities that I mentioned and more. This student is caring and dedicated, respectful to friends and teachers, and demonstrates leadership qualities that are sometimes rare to find and sustain over the many years in high school. And while this student sometimes ventures off the rails a bit and purposefully tries to drive me crazy on occasion, honestly, he does this quite often, but it's all for fun. Everybody, most of all me, is going to miss him very, very greatly. So it is my honor to present the 2023 Louis Armstrong Jazz Award to Jack Weibel. Jack does funny things, and we love him for it. So, yeah, very proud of you, buddy. Good job. So we're going to play one more song tonight. This one was not even originally one that we were planning to play this year. A few weeks ago, some of you may have been there, we had an opportunity as a band to perform as part of a director alumni concert at Red Lion High School, and our band got to play with the Red Lion and Dallastown Jazz Ensembles together. We performed this piece all together. It was so crazy cool to have like over 50 students on stage playing this at one time. So it's a fun chart. We decided to put it on tonight's program as well. It features the amazing Evan Merrill on alto sax. This is Area 51. Thank you all so much for coming. The band will be seen again next Thursday at Cherry Lane Park, which is right behind Central Market. From 11 to 1, we'll be playing at the Box Lunch Review. And then the following Saturday evening, we'll be at the Spring Grove High School Jazz Festival. I think our stage time is 8 o'clock. Those tickets are $5 at the door. Welcome to come see us one more time there as well. And I think we need to play at lunch for our high school. That one got messed up the other day, but I think we're going to do that too because it's fun. Thanks so much again. Have a great weekend.